Ending violence against women and supporting the victims of violence is a task that all of society needs to take on, and we here in Barrie are no different. We have a very caring community, and one of the best organizations in the community leading the charge on this important issue is the Women and Children's Shelter of Barrie, supporting the victims of violence and advocating to end violence against women.
Royal LePage has been involved with the shelter since the year 2000. 4 years ago I lost a very close friend to domestic violence. She was from Barrie. She did a lot of humanitarian work. Her name's Angela Hoyt, and her life ended on May 21st, 2011, and it was a very tragic moment for all her family and her friends, and that's my biggest motivating factor. We need to bring awareness to the issue, let the public know, let the public get involved.
When it comes to women and children and abuse, that's an issue that covers the whole spectrum. It doesn't matter what economic background you come from. That happens to anyone, anytime, anywhere.
When it comes to violence in the family, and it affects everyone.
It really is about helping women take that step to walk away from abusive relationships, and we're behind it 100%.
It could be anybody. It could be your mom, your sister, your aunt, your co-worker, your neighbor down the street. It could be your best friend. You just don't know.
Just because that's what happened to you, it doesn't define your life.
We fundraise and get donations from the community. It's about 22% of our operating budget. We are the poorest sector of all the different groups that get money, if you look at health or education, mental health, addictions, the criminal justice or the justice system. We tend to be the poor cousin, and so it's always a struggle to try to make sure that we can meet the needs of women.
When I came to the shelter, I was homeless. I had no job at the time. I had just come through the great big abusive relationship, and it helped me to get back on my feet. It gave me the tools that I needed to survive.
I'm not afraid to say that I'm a survivor.
I've had female relatives and female friends that have been victims of abuse.
What we hear back is how important it's been to have this agency there, the services that are there, how connected they are to the different staff, and the kids tell us that as well, how good it is they have a different experience of mom now than they had before.
Take that story, whatever happened to you, there's no shame in it.
And I'm part of the Women and Children's Shelter. I'm actually a survivor or thriver.
What we're doing really does make a difference.
It's the men that are setting an example for the next generation and the children today.
So the serious message is to support the shelter. The maybe less serious part is the size 15 ruby reds that some lucky guy is going to wear as part of Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. If you haven't seen this event, you need to see this event, and better than just seeing it would be supporting it. So sponsor a team or sponsor somebody who's participating. Walk a Mile in Her Shoes is, as you can imagine, men walking in high-heeled shoes.
Everyone can come in, everyone can be involved, and it helps to support the Women and Children's Shelter. We need to have everybody really involved in part of Walk a Mile in Her Shoes.
This one talks about abuse of women and it educates, but it's done in a way that everybody can get involved, particularly men, the families, the whole community. And this has been a struggle that we've had in this sector for 30-some years. So getting men, families, other people involved is really important because we can't do it alone.
There is a serious message, but it's very fun. And people, they really enjoy themselves. They really get into it. And I've seen it every year. It seems to get bigger and bigger.
And all the guys in the station support it, try on the heels and walk that mile. These are full-on heels, and you have to walk in the heels for the mile. I also learned that it is cheating if you walk on the grass in heels because the heel sinks down. I didn't know that was cheating, but that's cheating.
I've discovered over the years, you don't want a stiletto. You don't want the smaller heel. You want a good wedge. Gives you a little more comfort in the walking.
I'm looking for a whole bunch of you men to come out and put the shoes on and be the leader. Show the guys, that you are man enough.
Are you man enough?
See, we're good.
Totally good. Practice, or yeah. I hope we're rolling there.
You could get more information about this at barrieshelter.com. Check it out.